get on here. The easiest podcast setup, platform, tool ever. So if you want to discuss that, make sure you tune in. Make sure you hang out, because you are indeed in the right place. I want to welcome you this week, as we do each and every week. To Tech Training Tuesday. I appreciate you, appreciate what you do and who you are and where you're coming from. Hope everybody is doing well today. I know the screen is black. I'm doing some things here. Of course, in natural technology fashion, I've been here, been ready to rock and roll. And then stuff decides it's going to spaz out on me and do some weird stuff. So I had to reboot everything. So here I am, back in business as I should be. Bang and bang. All right. All right, there we go. So, hope everybody's doing well. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Hopefully everybody can see me, hear me loud and clear. And I will go ahead and greet everyone in a moment. So, today, as I mentioned before, this Tech Training Tuesday, I'm going to be talking about the easiest, the simplest, I think, podcast platform, period, that I have heard of and encountered. So, just stay tuned for that. Now I'm looking here. It looks like, boom. Let me leave this. I'm trying to see who's hanging out right now. Make sure I wasn't missing anything. It looks like I am not, which is good. So, if you are here, whether you're live or on the replay, make sure that you leave your name, who you are, where you're from, and what you do. I appreciate you. If you've never seen me before, perhaps you got shared or there's the replay and somebody suggested you to be here, which it's okay for y'all to do, then I'm Justin Morgan. I'm the National Tech Director of the #BlackSale Movement. I'm also here to help you become a #Master of Tech. What does that mean? That means you're dedicated to automating your business, mastering your destiny, and maximizing your impact. So I'm here tonight. I'm here to talk to you just about being able to spread your message further. Be able to take it a step farther. Be able to get it to some more places. See, I just recently, I've talked about Tech Labs. Okay, so Tech Labs is a program just relaunched, right? So I've been running a lot of ads to it lately. One of the other things they told us is that we needed to start publishing a lot. I say we. Somebody told me, right? I was part of this challenge. So I'm saying it like y'all were there, okay? I was part of this challenge, 30-day challenge, in order to build the ideal funnel, right? And so part of it was you have to go out and you have to broadcast all the time, pretty much every single day. Now I can tell you it's a little bit hard, husband, father, working, trying to do this in the midst of a bunch of other stuff going on here at home. It's a bit tough. So, at least try to do something most of the normal days of the week. And so I had to figure out for me, what would that be? So in the past, I did a video content challenge where I was posting a certain amount of videos, 100 videos in 30 days, which was a blast, which was a challenge. But I didn't want to be that crazy. I also know that I don't mind talking, but at the same time, I'm not always available for, video isn't always the best situation in terms of what's going on. Sometimes I want to pop on, just get some content done. So I make this decision. I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to do a podcast. Now, I needed to figure out where and how I wanted to do the podcast, what tool I wanted to use. I know of tools. I know of many separate podcast platforms. I listen to Stitcher. If you've never heard of that, I listen to that all the time. I'm used to listening to iTunes a little bit, but mainly Stitcher, sometimes Google, excuse me, and then sometimes iHeart. And there's some other things in between, right? But Stitcher's my main one. So I was like, well, I could just start something on Stitcher. But I just remember having this conversation. And again, it's kind of us, as entrepreneurs trying to challenge ourselves. I was talking to Trevor Otts and folks who know Trevor. And we're talking about this concept that we've really been trying to hammer home. And I've been looking to talk about more here. Is talking about having your syndication factor, having a syndication factor. right? So if you don't know what a syndication factor is, like, Justin, what is that? It's like, imagine, so syndication, as we may know, or you don't know, means that you're taking one piece of content and it's being presented to different platforms all at the same time. It's like having your doppelganger present for you at different places all across the world, all at the same time. It's like a crazy science experiment. You've cracked the puzzle piece. You figure out how to clone yourself and be everywhere all the time. That's syndication. Sorry, y'all. Throats are dry today. Okay, so that's syndication. And so your syndication factor is simply just the number attached to your ability to be able to do that. So it's pretty simple. If you're in one place, your syndication factor is 1. If you're in 2, let's make it complicated, right? If you're in 2 different places, okay, you add the 1, you carry the 0, and your syndication factor is 2. So I know y'all get it by now, right? So your syndication factor is it's complement to, you know, how many places you are at one time. Okay. Now it can get tricky or complicated if you're talking about, well, Justin, does it mean that, you know, if I post or share or something, does that count? Technically. Okay. But where you can essentially have yourself spread out and live or posting at all the same time, different places, or I throw out the or there. Okay, or you learn how to repackage content, the same piece of content. So the key is this: the one piece of content can be used in different places. Okay, then you're increasing your syndication factor. So for me, you know, we were talking. It's like, hey, we should be getting to at very least a syndication factor of 20 is like doable. Now we want to get to a point where we can show people how to, you know, get a syndication factor of 100, like we've done for events. Like, all right, well, okay. So, you know, keeping that in mind, I'm in this challenge. I'm trying to figure out, well, so how do I make this work? You know, I'm trying to work on my syndication factor and make sure that I'm representing. You know, I got to make sure I have a good syndication factor, right? So what do I need to do? So I'm like, all right, well, first off, let's do podcasts because voice and audio is a really good way to I can repackage that a lot of different ways, okay? And second, I stumbled upon this thing that allows me to just post in one place, and then it actually pushes it out to a bunch of different platforms for me. I was excited. Easiest thing ever. Okay, and so I felt like I needed to share this with you, and you're like, Justin, where's the tool? Hold on, I will tell you what it is. I'm actually going to show you what it is. I will put it up on the screen, so you're going to be able to see it. Okay, so just don't worry, it'll be there. You'll get it. Okay, you will get it. Now, what I was trying to get to, though, boom, just want to make sure, and there we go. So. What I wanted to kind of just express to you, my question for you is, if you're watching this, what is your current syndication factor? So think about it. You've been putting out content, and what's the highest place you've gotten to, right? So what do you think your highest syndication factor is? How many different places have you posted to? Let me know in the comments below. I'm curious. So if somebody's out there doing at least 20, you're doing good. So if you're doing 20, you're doing good. If you're doing between 10 and 20, then you're fine. Right? If you're doing under 10, then I'm going to show you where you can get to 10. So right now, like the thing I'm going to show you today will instantly get you to 10. Okay? So I, just based off of using this one tool, got to 10. 10. I think that's pretty gnarly. Right? That's pretty cool. Okay? So the tool that I'm talking about, drum roll. It's called Anchor. The tool is called Anchor. It's called Anchor.fm. Go there now if you've never been there. Anchor.fm. Now, the cool part about Anchor, the cool part, is that it is the cost. This is the cool part. The cost for a place that will send your podcast to other places for you. It's free, 50 free. So hang on, it's free. Write that number down. It's free, 50 free, free, 50 free. Free, 50 free. It's my favorite price of all time. Okay, so Anchor.fm. So I'm actually going to show you Anchor real quick. Let me, boom, 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 do some magic here, and I will pull it up. And so I just started. So keep in mind, y'all can be like, Justin, your numbers aren't amazing. I just started it like a few weeks ago, and I don't market it very heavily, right? This is probably the most I've talked about it publicly outside of just posting to it, okay? So let me, boom, go here, and I will share my screen so you can see it. There we go. All right, so this is Anchor.fm. As you can see by the button here, it promises you that they are 100%, like keep it 100% free. And it's true. I've yet to go in here and find some upsell, some add-on, some premium version. I'm still trying to find it. Like literally, I'm in there and I'm trying to find some version I have to pay for. I'm trying to find it because I know once I find it, then I can sell to other people, right? So I want to know, okay? But I haven't found it. Like it just looks free, and it just looks like I can get paid. Like I can get paid for advertisements and things of that nature. That's pretty cool. I can get paid by people listening, like you listening to me blabber on about automation like I do here. Okay, so I go on. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign in here. Maybe I should do one right here while we're live. Probably not. I'd be speaking to the Automation Nation. I mean, if y'all want to be there, I mean, we are here, and you will see the link. So let's see. So boom, look. Oh, see, I'm excited now. I'm at 4.3 plays per episode. Last week I was at 3.4. I know it doesn't seem like it's crazy, but again, I'm not marketing this thing. I haven't been doing any collaborations. I've just been showing up and just talking. That's pretty cool. Okay? It's pretty cool. All right, so as you can see, I started. Bang. All right. Started at 0. So yeah, I mean, these are the amount of episodes I had. I started back in October, and not a ton of episodes, 11 episodes. So not crazy, right? Not crazy. But the magic here is when I said my syndication factor was 10, this is available on 10 different platforms. And again, this is free, free. And I have to point out this whole point. All I did was go on here. I created with an account with Google. I filled out some stuff about my brand, as you can see here. I made an image. I mean, that's fancy. You don't have to do that. They give you stuff and images and things to work with, so you could go without that image there. You don't necessarily need to have it. I put in my description, put in my website. I sit down in front of this microphone or this phone. I talk. I push a couple buttons, and my podcast is up. Now, what was cool? I didn't expect this. Okay, I didn't expect it. It asked me, it's like, hey, do you want us to sign you up for these all other platforms? Huh? Do you want us, Anchor, to sign you, Justin, up for all these different platforms? And of course, I said, you sign me up? Like, I don't have to go fill out anything else? I don't go pay for anything? I don't have to add any additional information? I don't have to go add any new graphics? You're gonna sign me up? Heck yeah, do it. And that's how it happened. That's the beauty. Automation did all of this. I did no other work. I put it out there once, and I ended up on all these other platforms. If you want to see an example of automation and syndication at its finest, there you have it. Period. That is Anchor. Let me know, is that something that y'all would use? Like, would that be useful for you and your business? What's going on, Jenna? How's it going? What's going on? Oh, and everybody, thanks for the shout out saying you can hear me, Mr. and Mrs. Morgan. I appreciate y'all as usual. Jenna, would this be useful for you in your business? Please let me know. Like, are you podcasting? I am curious. I want to know whether you've done a podcast or not. And if not, then why aren't you? And that goes for everybody else. Like, are you podcasting? If you have a business, you can podcast. Are you? And if not, then why? And if you aren't, for now, after I've shown you this thing, why wouldn't you going forward? Said, yes, it would be useful. Okay, great. So when are you going to start using it? So this is the beauty, right? If you have 5 minutes after you get off of, like, after this live stream is done, it's almost done. If you have 5 minutes, go on your phone, go into your app store, download the app onto your phone. No, just 5 minutes, Jenna. 5 minutes. Okay? Go on your phone, download the app, fill out the info. Okay? Don't feel like you gotta be pretty. It'll give you an option to choose a photo for your podcast. There's an option in there. This is how cool it is. So let's go back to my screen. I'm going to show you real quick just how simple this is to actually get the episode up itself. Let's go back to my screen here. Boom. The screen. Bang. I go here. I'm logged in. I go to add episode. I get here. It says got it. I don't need that. I hit record. I go here. New recording. Record new segment. I start recording. Okay. Let's say I record for 5 minutes. Boom. I do a 5-minute episode. Once that's done, okay, it would look like one of these. Hold up. Let me go back. Boom. I don't need that now. Go back to my library. It will look like one of these segments here. I drag it over. I hit save episode and done. I put in a description and the name of the episode. That's it. And that's it. And then it asks you, hey, you want us to sign you up in different places? And you say yes, of course. I'd be crazy not to. I mean, that would be foolish, right? That's it. And you have a podcast. Now, am I saying that you're going to make $1 million today because you started a podcast? No. Y'all know me well enough. That's never me. Right? But, and this is the cool part. See, I know with Facebook, so I like to keep it straight. Facebook is very clicky, right? So typically, when I say clicky, I mean you're usually in front of the same people, right? Like the same people, typically you're here on these live streams. I get the same people on, which is fine. See, but I don't know these people. These 47 plays, I don't know who those people are. It's scary and cool at the same time because it means that I'm getting new blood into my business. This is a place in space I don't operate in. But there's no way that if you look, I got 9 people from iTunes on desktop. I got 4 people from Anchor, 1 from Google, 1 from Android, 1 iOS, and then 31 other. There's no way that I know all of those people. Meaning they are fresh blood into my brand. They're people that have never heard of Automation Mastery before. People that have never heard of Tech Labs before. Haven't heard of me before. And they're actually tuning in to what I'm doing. All because I went on here and did some episodes. And look how long my episodes are. 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6.5, 8, 7, 8, 10, 9, 10. I just sit at this desk where I am right here so I can put this thing down, record it, go about my day. So even if I don't have that much time, I can be in the car, be in transit, I can be at work, take a few minutes outside, go record an episode, come right back in, get back to work. No excuses. Okay? If you have any questions about Anchor or any other platforms and tools, and Jenna, yes, you can. Automation made easy. See? There's a reason you tune in here. Do me a favor. If that was useful for you, make sure you share this. Other folks do need this. Really, you can spread the word. It is okay. I know you can see my screen about 1,000,000 times now. Let's go back out here. And again, are there any questions that people have? I do not see any. If you're on the replay, you are welcome to also throw me a question. Make sure you tag me, please, when you ask that question, so that way I don't miss you, because I don't want to miss your question. Your questions are important. Your questions are priceless. And ultimately, it makes me enjoy what I'm doing here 1,000,000 times more when you have questions. Believe it or not, I know folks may not think that's the case, but no, that really is the case. The more questions y'all have, the more fun I have doing this. I actually like asking questions. So if you have questions, just let me know. I appreciate each and every one of you as we do everything. Make sure you share this with a friend, family member, or a foe. I am Justin Morgan, hashtag National Black CEO Tech Director, here to help you automate your business, master your destiny, and maximize your impact. Again, I will see you next week. Talking a bit more on how to syndicate and spread out your message. So, you know another tool that can be used to increase that syndication factor. You will want to be there next week. I'll see y'all then. And, as usual, treat each day as a building block to a better future. Peace.